Hello guys, this is Red from Red's Third Dimension Gaming, and it's that time of the week again. One of the best strategy role-playing games of all time has finally answered the call and has finally got itself a remastered PlayStation 4 version. Valkyria Chronicles Remastered is the same adventure as before, just this time it has dual audio, full 1080p HD, 60 frames per second, trophies, and it includes all the original DLC for the game. And you want to know the price for this game? $30. And if you have Gamers Club unlocked from Best Buy or Amazon Prime, first 2 weeks at Amazon Prime, it goes down to like $24, $25 after taxes. That is crazy. Valkyria Chronicles Remastered takes place in a fictitious alternate representation of Europe called Europa. Get the reference there? Very similar. The small and neutral nation of Gallia is caught in between the war of two large European parties, the Federation and the Empire. For some reason, that just made me think about Star Wars. For some reason. Because of the immense amount of the valuable resource Ragnite, the Empire decides to make Gallia a target. The son of a war hero from the First European War, Welkin Gunther, or Gunther, just so happens to be the game's main protagonist. As Welkin returns home, his hometown's life is flipped upside down because of an Empire invasion. Welkin must now take over as lieutenant of Gallia's Squad 7 to fend off against the enemy forces. Valkyria Chronicles Remastered story mode is quite lengthy, with 18 main story chapters and several DLC missions. And the DLC missions, you don't even have to play the main story, you can just go to them at the main menu. But they recommend you play the story before going to them, because I guess it can contain some spoilers. Plot of the game has both its boring and intriguing moments as you meet new characters and take on tough missions. And I say boring because sometimes during the game it gets slow and some of the characters aren't as interesting when they're talking, and I just kind of tuned out. But it has a lot of interesting moments too. The story has not changed from the original, and the storybook style of progression leads for a unique experience. Being a storybook tale, the book is titled On the Gallian Front. Now, one could be thinking that this is very close to the novel All Quiet on the Western Front, but I'll just leave that up to you to decide if you think the title was named after that. Once you conquer a few chapters of Valkyria Chronicles Remastered, you will be able to use all of your book's features. There are several different sections within the few tabs of your book that are fun for any RPG fans, including the training field, skirmishes, and headquarters. Each of these sections offers something unique and fun for any gamer. In the training field, players can distribute their battlefield experience to their character classes. This helps provide any character in this class unlock new abilities and make them stronger. The headquarters area lets you choose how to spend your money. You can decide to invest in better upgrades to your tanks, weapons, and more. Skirmishes help you level up your characters if you are having difficulty on the battlefield or just have some money issues and you need to keep grinding out for some money. With all that being said, there are so many rewards and options for the player to progress. Players get the option to play the game their way. It's not a linear path. Gameplay in Valkyria Chronicles Remastered is a turn-based strategy system. First, players will choose which of their characters to put into battle and which will be reserves. Remember, the game is all about strategy. A player will get up to 20 turns to either capture the enemy's base or kill all the foes. And this can change. That's why I said up to 20. Sometimes it's less. It can be any amount of turns. It's whatever the game decides to give you at the time of the battle. The rules of winning and losing may change for each battle, so you want to keep an eye on that when you first start the battle. Each step and attack a player takes is very important. Want to use a tank? Well, make sure that you know what's around the corner, because you could get ambushed by multiple rocket enemies and lose. Just like that, after playing for like 20 to 30 minutes. It's happened to me. The unique choice of weapons is interesting for this game too. It is all gun-based. Even though there are so many positives about the gameplay, there are some negatives too. A felt like the game did not always run at 60 frames per second. Therefore, this made the experience slightly less impressive. I also wish that the game had a way to make it so that if you didn't mean or want to take those final steps, then you could cancel it or at least be able to go backwards without it counting against your total steps taken. So you can only move for so long with each character or tank, and then you get stopped dead in your tracks if their little bar goes down the whole way. And the ones with rockets can't even go as far as the other ones. In the future of the franchise, I would like to see a system like Disgaea's, where you can cancel an attack before proceeding. This way, players can survive much more easily. The game also might be too hard for newcomers of the game. Valkyria Chronicles Remastered is not for the weak. Think of it like Bloodborne. Really hard and the stakes can be costly. I think there could also be an even easier mode added to this game. Finally, we must talk about the graphics of this game. The art style is certainly distinct and gorgeous. This game has a unique anime infused with a pencil drawing art style. Back in 2008, the game looked great, and now with full 1080p HD, it looks slightly more vivid. It doesn't look amazingly better, but it looks slightly better. So it looks a little better than it did back in 2008. Also, one last addition. The load screens have been shortened by a lot. They only take a few seconds for most load screens. And there's been trophies added to the game, since I haven't mentioned that since the intro of this review. Overall, Valkyria Chronicles Remastered didn't need to have a remastered version, but Sega insisted on giving the fanbase what they've been asking for the past 8 years. With the already exquisitely drawn characters to the entertaining 30s European style story, this game has so much going for it. Additions of all the DLC, 1080p, 60 frames per second, and fantastic upgrades to this tough strategy game make it one of the best experiences on the PlayStation 4 for the price. $29.99 is such a low amount of money for this masterpiece. I give it a 9 out of 10. I'm labeling this the best strategy role-playing game for the PlayStation 4 that you can get under 30 bucks. And that concludes this review. If you'd like to read the full written review, you can go to the link in the description below to my blog if you'd like to buy the game and help support my channel. Also get 20% off the first 2 weeks or pre-ordering of the game. Click that link below to go to Amazon and you'll help support my channel. And if you don't even want to buy the game, just want to help support me, I now got a support link on my main channel page to the right. You can donate $1, you can donate 1 penny. It doesn't matter to me. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget the thumbs up, comment below, and subscribe. And check out all of my other Valkyria Chronicles Remastered content. See, it doesn't matter.
Thank you, Captain.
The kid's crazy. Drove a damn tank right into the stinking river.
Yeah, and I can't believe it worked. I'm still in shock.
All right, you two. Now hold up your side of the bargain and you listen to Welkin.
Yeah.
The kid might got the chops to command, but that don't mean I gotta like any dark hairs.
Hey, come on! It's okay, Alicia. I'm used to it by now. But I hope, I know the day will come when Darksons can join society as equals.
Hey, hope I'm not interrupting anything. It's me again, reporting for GBS. Lieutenant Gunther, that was quite an impressive result on your first mission.
Yes, thanks to the squad's hard work, we managed to take back the Great Vassal Bridge.
Any impressions on things to come now that you've gotten your first taste of victory?
Impressions? Well, let's see. Bridges are important, They link the roads that bring people what they need.